Welcome back to the channel, and thank you all for watching HCKT TV. Make sure you visit Everett, Kentucky. That's my hometown and the hometown of heroes. While you're visiting Everett, stay at Black Mountain Cabins and Campers, located there in Everett, Kentucky, just minutes from the trailhead. Also, while you're in Everett, eat at the Southern Belle Restaurant, located in downtown Everett. Also, if you support the channel, scan that QR code. Let's get started into this video. Thank you for watching. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I want to thank y'all for watching and tuning in. The London City Council meeting erupted once again. We're going to have to get some justice for Doug Harless. You guys down there are going to have to speak at the voting polls, and that's a fact. There is a ton of corruption going on in London. They really are. And here's a little bit more of it for you guys. Here is the council that cannot handle public comments.
Yes.
Table.
Okay.
Mr. Young?
Now this is the table, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Ortega?
Yes.
Ms. Green?
Yes.
Mr. Weaver?
Yes.
Okay, next thing on the agenda is Mr. Jarvis, Anthony Ortega.
Yes,
emailed the
Elijah.
clerk.
Jarvis, did you still want to speak, sir? No.
Okay, next thing, Mr. Anthony Ortega, Councilman Ortega has reached out to the clerk about James Jones addressing the council.
Mr. Jones, are you here?
Good evening, everyone.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Can we set a time limit of,
Well, we said 5 minutes.
You want to do 5?
We
5 is
contacted everybody and told them 5 because you had emailed her 5 minutes.
5 is fine.
Okay. Let's be respectful during this. There is rules to order in the council chambers. No outburst. We'll give you 2 warnings, and then we'll ask the city police to remove you. Let's just be respectful during this, and let's get through it.
Good evening, everyone. My name is James Ray Jones, and I just want to say that I thank the council, Mr. Ortega, the council, the mayor, and everyone here for giving me the opportunity to speak. What I'm going to speak on tonight, I will tell you that I have nothing to gain. I have nothing to lose. I've been a member of this community for 20 years as I grew up over in Manchester. With 12 of those years, I have lived within the city limits of London. My father started a small business here in the city of London, in which I managed. Back a few years ago, I had considered running for mayor. I actually still have the Facebook page that one of my friends made me a flyer, JJ, for mayor. Due to personal reasons at that time within myself, I didn't feel like that it was a necessity or an interest for me to go and move forward that until I better myself. And after reviewing the current events that have taken place here in London, and with the vacant seat that became available here recently, I had an interest in running or placing my name in the hat for that position. And before I go any further, I have something for the record. And before I do this, I want to let everyone here know that my actions speak for myself. I stand here for me, not my mom, not my dad, not my children. If you get mad at me. Don't get mad at them. I speak of myself. once I started in on cleaning, man, I cleaned my kitchen and I cleaned my bathroom and I swear I'll just clean the whole house. Yeah, but I got a pen and piece of paper here, man. If there's, because besides what I was telling you there about the business wise and stuff, you have to go into this, man, super respectful, because the moment you start name calling and getting angry, you lose your audience. So how I would open it up with is, good evening, my name is James Jones, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate the opportunity to speak to you tonight. I feel honored. Just, open up with something like that. Okay. Which sets the stage for you being respectful. And then you can say, Mayor, since you came into town, when you were campaigning for mayor, you were promising all these things, transparency, open door policy, all these jobs, high-paying jobs. You kept saying high-paying jobs. And he says, Mayor, you haven't delivered on any of that. Okay, so City Hall. Let me write this down. City Hall is long. Yeah. So I'll do the respectful part about giving thanks to everybody, for allowing me to speak and this and that, and then I'll go straight into the mayor about the jobs, and I would say I capitalized high. Yeah. When you were campaigning for mayor, you promised a number of things. One was open door policy. Hold on, let me write that down. City Hall. Open door policy. Okay, go ahead. Yep. You promised that City Hall would be open to everybody. You promised high-paying jobs, that you're going to move your business here and bring in all these high-paying jobs. High-paying jobs, okay. And then you could say, none of that has been done. The exact opposite has been done. The opposite, okay. Yeah. You could say City Hall is locked down like Fort Knox. The front door is locked. You can't even get inside the lobby just to look around because you have to be buzzed in like a, secure facility. Oh, wow. See, there is no open door. Yeah, man. When the last mayor was here, you could walk right in and sit down. Here, you can't even get through the front door. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, and he campaigned on open door policy. Yeah. So just say stuff like that, man. And then you can say, in regard to these high-paying jobs, you can say everyone that I've ever known that has ever worked for WB Transport is no longer employed there. And you can say as far. I request more time.
Can you explain what's in this audio?
Yeah, I decided that I wanted to put my name in the hat for that vacant seat. After building a relationship with Councilman Ortega, I realized that no matter who came and spoke during these so-called special meetings, no matter what kind of qualifications they had, no matter who it was, that council had already made up in their mind who they were going to select. Now, they went through the process of the way it was supposed to be done. But I also have another audio I'd like to put in for the record.
Jones, we didn't have to have
and I also have hard copies I'd like to put in for the record. Because I was coerced into standing up here today in front of you, and the only reason why that I am here today to speak, and the only reason why that Anthony Ortega and Kelly and Judd and Justin and Stacy all agreed to let me speak today is because they thought I was going to stand here and bash the mayor of London.
Mr. Jones, we let you speak because it's the right thing
I
to do.
didn't agree.
Okay, if you didn't, I have something for the record.
We let anyone speak here. Mr. Jarvis,
Yes. I don't want to. You're not going to play here tonight, Mr. Jones.
Let me play it.
No,
It says
we
it's the
gave
truth.
you 5
I
minutes.
jotted some stuff down that you said last night.
Turn it off and sit down.
You're not going to have that much time. They're saying.
Mayor,
Y'all gonna do something about it or what?
You might have
The time is up, and you need to stop it immediately.
we let We want anyone to speak.
I think I
Anyone.
deserve enough time.
Mr.
I think
Jarvis,
the
you
people
will speak?
and the voters of this community deserve to hear the truth. All we hear is transparency.
And that is the
all we
truth.
hear is transparency.
Okay, let's
And
stop.
all I've heard
No
so far
outburst.
is opinionated facts from one-sided, from another-sided. That's all that I've heard. I'm stating and giving you
get off there.
facts
I'm
of
making
what
a-
goes behind closed doors.
Where
Kelly,
is the
you
police
said it yourself.
officers that normally shut this down in a regular
said
meeting?
yourself-
Where are your police officers?
You said yourself to take the cameras off the buildings and put them on the cops.
Exactly.
How about we take the cameras and put them on you guys behind closed
Put it on
doors?
me. Put it on me.
Let's stop the outburst. James,
You put them on, but listen, the cops stand in every meeting we have.
James
And
Jones,
if
your
anybody
time's up.
says a word, they jump them and escort them out the door.
James,
You
your
need to
time's
go,
up.
sir. You need to go.
your time is up.
Mr.
You
Jones,
give us the matter of record.
I have 2 hard copies for the record.
the public,
Yeah, bring them.
I'll let Mr. Jones
Give 'em
speak.
to the
Anyone's
officer.
able to speak here. I will put anyone on the agenda. Anyone on the
Give 'em,
agenda. It
Let
doesn't
me
matter
tell
to
you
me.
this.
Bobby.
I've got 2 more minutes. Give me 2 more
No,
minutes.
No, you don't.
No.
See, the $1 million question, the $1 million question
Get
is
him
this.
out.
Nobody knew Randall Weddle before he ran for mayor.
You did
I knew him.
This is our meeting.
We were in the same business. I was in the same business, not with them.
He was in the same
But I was in the
business.
same business. I know him. I know the man he has. And London is honored, sir, to have you as mayor.
I was in the same business.
Next thing on. Let's stop the outburst. Next thing on the agenda is Jason O'Bannon.
We don't have a council.
The council didn't adjourn.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Let's stop the outburst. Yes. If she outbursts again, I want her removed.
You know, there's a lot of talk, is this on?
Yes.
There's a lot of talk about the embarrassment of the City of London. You just saw it. Person that-
Thank you, go ahead.
I'm sorry?
Nothing, go ahead.
Exactly. See, that's what I'm talking about. These snide remarks.
5 minutes.
See, once again, this is the example.
Let's stop the outburst
This is
from
not
the.
a baseball game where you scream from the crowd. Have some goddamn courtesy.
Okay.
Oh, Hey, that's strike one.
Bobby.
Mr. Jarvis,
Sit down, let
Mr.
him
Jarvis, please sit down, sir.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
enough.
Mr. O'Banion, go ahead, sir.
This council voted to.
Okay, Mr. Jarvis, you have to leave. Yes, you do. I'm the presiding officer. You have to leave.
Threaten him.
You do have to leave. Please leave. Officers remove him from the building.
He threatened him. You go.
Please.
I'm done.
I threatened him by
Okay.
saying he needed to have some courtesy.
I am done.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mr.
I
O'Bannon.
make a motion to adjourn.
Yes, make a motion to adjourn. Second it. No? Yes, yes, yes.
Go ahead, Mr. O'Bannon.
You got a motion, you're gonna have to do something about the motion.
Do something about the motion.
Randall,
Vote.
we have a motion
The
on.
chair does not recognize the motion. proceed with it. You know what's funny to me, council, is the first meeting in January, I sat silently and let you guys attack me and your crew. Now, you brought a guy in here tonight to try to attack me
You were
personally.
rightfully
Now,
attacked,
hold up,
sir.
Judd. And he, hold your peace. I'm talking to council.
You're a disgrace.
But you guys sit here and set something up. And tonight, because somebody's questioned your authority, you guys don't want to hear it. But now I sit for over an hour and listen to it. I didn't set none of this up. You guys set this up. No, you did, Kelly. You did this. You absolutely did it.
So what I was saying, Mr. Ortega, last meeting,
Yes, sir.
the council approved to remove $500,000 from the city police budget.
Okay,
What was
let's
the
hold
reason
our
for that?
voices and let Mr. O'Bannon start his thing.
What about her? Can we get her out?
Can everybody just please hold and let's get through with Mr. O'Bannon.
You got 2 minutes.
You got 5 minutes, Jason. We'll start
His
the
time
clock.
already started. I believe.
He's not been able to start.
Yeah, you did start.
Go ahead, Jason.
Did you hear my question, Mr. Ortega?
No, sir.
Last meeting, it was voted to remove $500,000 from the
Correct.
city.
I second that motion that Stacy Binge made.
Yes.
Correct.
What was the reasoning behind that?
The reason is because over the last, I believe, 2 years, they've had a 48.5% increase in their budget. So I second his motion, and so far, none of that money has been touched because we haven't amended the budget, have we? So if any police officers are scared of losing their job or overtime.
No, I'm not saying that's the
That money
case.
has not been taken away yet.
I'm not saying that's the case. I was just looking for the reason.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you. Can this council, as one, dispel some of the rumors that are going around about jurisdiction for the city police department? By show of hands, can we show this community that we know by law, by statute, that the city police have jurisdiction?
Hey, Jason, you're asking them to make some type of legal conclusion or legal answer that they're not qualified to give. They're not giving you jurisdictional answers and things that's not in their purview. They're not over the police.
Okay, well, you're in a,
They've given their opinion before, and the law is clear. You and I both know it's clear.
Mr. Conrad, I'll ask you, is the law clear on the city police having jurisdiction out in the county without the need for any other law
The
enforcement
law
agency?
allows, in certain situations, yes, the law
What
does
are
allow
those
that.
certain situations?
Jason, I don't know every one of them, but the law does allow.
Okay, please hold.
Jason, the way it's always
Mr.
been
Conrad,
done,
Mr.
the way it's
Look,
always
I
been
know what it's always been.
Yeah, it's
But
always
I'm
been
telling
the
you,
assistant
the
district
KRS, and I'll hand it to you.
Here, give it to the officer, Jason. Let him bring it up.
He's over his time, please. No, he's not. Yes, he is. 5 minutes,
Please,
22
please
seconds. Yes,
hold any comments.
See, the problem with this
he
is,
interrupted himself.
we scream transparency, and when something is shown to you, and Mr. Cessna, you know the answer to this. When the cities, when the classes of the cities changed in 2015, it also changed what the city police could do. It's right there in KRS. You've defended people who've been arrested outside the city by the city police, so you know that this, and your argument wasn't they were out of their jurisdiction. So you know the answer to this. Just quell the rumors that they have. Now listen, before we move this, just because someone has the right doesn't mean whatever happened was right. I'm just saying, if we set a mark of what the standard is to quell some of these rumors, then why can't we?
So are you asking me a question?
Yes.
And that being, what is your question? And I'll answer you.
Do
Are
the
you asking
ci-
me, are city police allowed to do that? Yes, as I stated, there are certain circumstances where that is allowed. The KRS, you're right, there's a KRS, you can read, I can read, like, there are situations and circumstances where that is allowed. My response to you was, there's no need to ask the council that. They're not
understand.
lawyers. They don't, they're not asked to enforce the law.
Mr. O'Bannon, are you requesting us to limit the city police to just to the city?
No, I'm just saying that even petitions going around and things like this are no jurisdiction, no jurisdiction. And I think if you started a baseline of no jurisdiction, then you don't even have to go to step 2 or 3 while we're there. No jurisdiction, well, they're guilty. But as a council for transparency, to be able to say, yes, they have that authority. Again, it doesn't make it right or wrong what happened, but where do we start to start moving forward to quell some of these rumors that no jurisdiction? That's my only point.
Well, when I got, okay, if they do have county-wide jurisdiction, they don't need to be patrolling out in the county. This is a city.
But
so we're doing our citizens in this town an injustice if our policemen are out in the county when they could be in the city where they're needed.
And that's a topic for the state legislators.
No, it's a topic for this town, but we can decide
The city
if they
council
work
can
outside the city
restrict
limits or not, unless they're needed for a backup or
mutual
whatever.
aid.
No, they can't.
That's right.
And that's what I said. But where do we start the debate?
There is no debate.
So they can or can't?
They can, but they shouldn't be.
Randall, we're at 8 minutes. Thank you.
Jason, you got anything else you'd like to say?
I do. There was this council decided to do away with the memorandum of understanding between the sheriff's department. Is that correct?
I'm not even
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the contract that you guys
The contract
voted on
that
last meeting.
you weren't there, Mr. Judd, but prior to that, you all, Stacy and Mrs. Green, voted to do away with that memorandum.
The task force.
The task force.
Yes,
And
John Root says it doesn't exist.
right. John Root says it doesn't exist.
that's right. There's no gray area in that, is there?
Well, in light of what's happened, do you think we actually need one?
Go to the Laurel County Sheriff's Department Facebook page. December 19th, 2024. Laurel County Sheriff John Root is reporting that the Laurel County Drug Interdiction Task Force, comprised of the Laurel County Sheriff, HIDA, Knox County, London City Police, with assistance of the Kentucky State Police, arrested 17 individuals. This is less than 2 weeks before he lied to you. And don't believe just the press releases on the website.
Jason, was it not to be made up by the sheriff's department and the city police? Per HIDA?
Yes.
Okay, and how many sheriff's deputies are involved in it now?
My
right?
understanding is 2.
No
No,
longer.
So no longer. That's right.
longer.
So how does
right now what you see is not technically legal, I would think.
That's correct.
Okay.
Right.
So what I encourage this council to do, instead of letting John, you do the bidding for John, do like I did, do a FOIA request, an open records request, because the city police and the sheriff's department requested reimbursement from HIDA in December, November, and October. So if there was a defunct task force, why would we put on paper that we need reimbursed for overtime? It's an interesting question.
Yeah, it is.
Because I don't want somebody to lie to you and then you give false information because you are trusting them. It's very interesting.
Thanks for looking out for us. I appreciate it. And your time is way past due, so thank you, Jason. Let's move on with city business, please.
Thank you, Jason.
Well, guys, I want to thank you all for watching and tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it. Well, guys, let's get justice for Doug Harless. That man had no idea what was happening, didn't even see it coming. London City Police took him out over a weed eater that belonged to a politician. This is an onion that is going to unfold. And it's just going to unfold into layers of corruption after corruption after corruption. It really is. And I hope I'm right there to document it all. Guys, I hope y'all subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all on the next one. Take care.